Hello students, let's understand about the types of clauses. Now you may be knowing that what are clauses because you might have seen my previous video where there is given difference between a phrase, a sentence and a clause. So once again I'll revise it for you. A clause is a meaningful part of a sentence which can stand on its own or it can depend on any other part of the sentence, and it has a finite verb, it has a subject and predicate. So let's understand the different types of clauses now. Clauses, they are basically of three different types. They are principal or main clause, subordinate clause and coordinate clause. So what is this? We will go to each and every clause one by one to understand it better. So first one is principal or main clause. So students, principal or main clause is a clause which can stand on its own. It has got its own subject and predicate and a finite verb. So the word principal itself shows principal or main clause we call it. So principal means it's the principal one, or it doesn't depend upon anything else. It's the main clause. So example is, Veer is going to work as he needs money. So here Veer is going to work. This is the part of the sentence which is having its finite verb of is. Veer is the subject and its predicate is going to work. So we can keep this part of the sentence on its own. We can put it as a sentence. So it is called the principal or main clause. While this part of the sentence you see, as he needs money. As he needs money is dependent on this principal clause. So it is a part of the sentence that is dependent on principal clause. So the part of the sentence which can stand on its own, that is Veer is going to work. That is the principal or main clause. And the other part of the sentence which is dependent on it, it is actually the subordinate clause. So let's understand subordinate clause. Subordinate clause means a clause which is having a finite verb and its subject and predicate in most of the cases, and it depends on the main clause for completing its meaning. So I have given you one example here. Rama bought this dress because it is lovely. So this part of the sentence that begins from because, that is because it is lovely, that cannot stand on its own. We cannot say because it is lovely, because it is raining. Like this we cannot make a sentence, and we cannot keep the sentence like this on its own because it is lovely. As we cannot start a sentence with because or as. So we cannot keep this part of the sentence on its own. It cannot stand on its own. It is depending on the first part of the sentence, and we are telling about the dress here, that why Rama bought the dress. Because it is lovely. So because it is lovely part of the sentence is the subordinate clause, and the main clause here is Rama bought this dress. That is the main clause. Now let's understand the third type of clause, that is the coordinate clause. Now coordinate clause, students, is a clause which is able to stand on its own because it has its meaning, and generally in a sentence the two coordinate clauses are connected together by a coordinating conjunction. So I have given you one example here. Sam is a doctor, Sam treats patients. There are two different sentences. Sam is a doctor, Sam treats patients. So we can join these two. Actually sentences can stand on their own, but we can join them together with the help of a conjunction. So I have joined them together. Sam is a doctor and he treats patients. So and is the conjunction which I have used here. So this part of the sentence, that is Sam is a doctor, and this part of the sentence, that is he treats patients. So these two are coordinate clauses, and they are joined together by the coordinating clause or coordinating conjunction. that is and these are coordinate clauses. And is the coordinate conjunction or coordinating conjunction we say. So what are these coordinating conjunctions? We should remember the coordinating conjunctions by a simple rule of fanboys. What is this fanboys? Fanboys means where each letter of fanboys stands for some conjunction. Now what are these? F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B is for but, O is for or, Y is for yet, and S is for so. So it's very easy to remember, students. You have to remember fanboys. So fanboys stands for those conjunctions which are called as coordinating conjunctions, and they join together two coordinate clauses. Actually, these coordinate clauses can stand on their own. They have got their own subject and predicate and their finite verb, and they are joined together by a coordinating conjunction. So one more example I am giving you, and I am telling you one rule of putting the comma. Actually, we should put the comma before the coordinating conjunctions if both the sentences can stand on their own. They have got their own meaning, or two complete thoughts are given in a sentence. So we have got a sentence here, exam requires lots of hard work. So you should study daily. Now we can write separately, exam requires lots of hard work, and we can write separately, you should study daily. These two can stand on their own as separate sentences, and we have joined them together by the coordinating conjunction, that is so. So what is the rule? The rule is that before this coordinating conjunction, we should put a comma here in the sentence. Similarly, in the previous example also, we can put a comma before and, because both of these parts or these coordinate clauses can stand on their own. So we can write Sam is a doctor, comma, and he treats patients. So I hope, students, you have understood the types of clauses, how these clauses are used in a sentence, what are the coordinating conjunctions, and with examples I hope it's clear to you. You should remember the fanboys rule. So you can practice more and more clauses, and we will try to do some more questions based on these clauses in our future videos. So you can subscribe if you are understanding the concepts of maths, science and English very well. You can subscribe to YouTube channel, that is Unique Learning channel in YouTube, and for subscription you have to press the subscribe button which is there at the bottom, then press the bell icon which is there, so that you get notified timely and you can give the remarks in the videos. So have a nice time. Happy learning. Thank you.